Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to another video on Starseed Academy. My name is Jenny. So today I want to talk about the June energy. So this is a June energy report. I'm going to be going through, I think it's 6 points that I have that I channeled and brought through for you all for June, and what to expect, what kind of energy you're facing right now, how the best to resolve it, what you can kind of um, expect to come up energetically for yourself as well. So there's quite a bit here that I want to get through with you. And there's also some actual just channeled messages, which I'll be reading word for word from different high vibrational beings that decided to be a part of this video and this June energy report. So before we jump in, I just want to remind you to like this video, share this video, and subscribe for new videos on this channel every Sunday. You can also follow me over on Instagram for new different kinds of content that I post over there that's different from here on YouTube, as well as if you want to work with me one-on-one or join my membership, don't forget that the link is in the description of this video. Definitely check that membership out. That is like such an amazing place to be, especially, nowadays with what's happening with the awakened souls, with starseeds and lightworkers, kind of like where we're at. It's really important for us to be coming together and supporting one another. So it's really just never been more important to join a community like that, to be, the membership is a great example, but if you have your own community of awakened souls, you need to be surrounded by people that are similar to you. You can't expect to not have any other awakened people in your life and be this starseed or this light worker and to not start to feel isolated, depressed, anxious, drained, alone. You need the support. We are all here together for a reason. Okay, so it's super important that we find each other, reach out, support one another. If you resonate with someone, do something about it. There are people that, I just see either here on YouTube or I see a post of theirs on Instagram. If something really resonates deeply and really hits home, surround yourself with that person. Subscribe, follow, send them a message. See if you can work with them. See if they, if there's any ways that you can be in their energy more. Now is the time for that. And you will also find that other people do that with you. They magnetize towards you because it's like we're all sending out these beacons and different people resonate. Now, I'm not for everyone. You're not going to be for everyone. You need to be okay with that. This isn't a popularity contest. It's not about having the most followers. It's not important. What's important is that you find the people in your life placed strategically there around you that can support your specific energy with their coding, right? We all have coding in our voices, in our words, in our messages, and just in our energy alone. And everywhere that you are placed in this world is for a reason. At your job, at the location that you live at your gym, at wherever you find yourself regularly, there's a reason you are needed, or there's something there for you. It goes both ways. So starseeds and lightworkers are placed strategically around the planetary grid to be spread out, which can be really isolating and lonely. And that's why I'm saying come together, find one another, even if it's just online. The membership group that I have, even though it's online, it's so powerful. It feels like a community. It is friends. It doesn't just feel like friendship. It truly is friendship. It is soul, family, and soul group finding each other. So find a way to create that in your own life. All right, let's jump into the video. Shout out to Organifi for this delicious red drink. I kind of stocked up my cupboards trying Organifi for the first time, and I'm really loving it so far. Okay, so let's move on. So we're going to jump into the points now. Okay, so get ready. We're doing the June energy report. So the very first point that I have here is, this is the month of the divine feminine, stepping into new levels of leadership and confidence. That was the very first thing that came through. When I closed my eyes and I was meditating on the points for this video, the vision that came through was like a circle of sisterhood. So the divine feminine, they understand community. They understand, like, divine feminine energy that rests in the sacral is all about community, teamwork, working together, leaning on others, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, allowing yourself to need support. Like, how hard is that for you? Because personally, I understand that that can be very difficult. My natural energy, maybe I shouldn't say natural energy, my energy from being here on Earth and the things that I've been through put me into a very masculine state. And that's up at the solar plexus, at the top of your stomach in that yellow chakra. That's divine masculine, okay? Divine feminine is in the sacral, the orange chakra between your hips. And that's the intuition, the teamwork, the relying on each other, the understanding that vulnerability is strength, the understanding that it is okay to ask for support and help, and that will get you further. Taking breaks, resting, allowing your intuition to lead you. It's all of that. The masculine energy, when in the solar plexus, when out of balance especially, is all about like, I can do it on my own. I don't need anyone. I can do it all by myself. I'm fine. I'm safe because I take care of me. And it's like pushing through. You don't stop to cry. You don't stop and give yourself time for that. You just push through, push through, push through, right? Whether that's just trying to be super productive or trying to like be strong and avoid those kinds of emotions. So what we want to be doing then, and what I see for June happening, is that the divine feminine are stepping into new levels of leadership, confidence. And I just want to also just do a side note here that doesn't mean that's females I'm talking about, because everyone has divine feminine energy. We all have a sacral chakra. We all have intuition. We all have those. We are the yin and the yang inside of one's soul. We are both. We are light and dark. We are feminine and masculine. We are dual beings while we are here on Earth. We are duality. And it's really important to understand that divine feminine is within us all. And when we allow that side of ourselves, that softer and intuitive side, to rise to the surface, then we find more alignment, especially when it comes to things like action. You know, you need the divine feminine to create aligned action. Because if you're in the masculine state, like I've gotten myself into many times, stuck there, and it's just all about productivity, to-do lists, getting things done. I don't have time. I got to get this done. And it's like anxiety too, right? That creates a lot of like racing thoughts, anxiety, to-do lists. Overactive solar plexus is overactive masculinity, overactive productivity as well. That is actually going to weaken you. So all of that pushing through, all of that trying to tick things off of that to-do list, that's not strength. That's not aligned action. That's not alignment. And that's not going to get you further along. It's going to burn you out. You're going to feel drained and burnt out. And then you're going to have to rest 3 times as long as it took you to get that little bit of productivity done. So I would find myself in these cycles of like burning myself out, being in that kind of masculine state, and then needing like weeks of rest to just recharge. When if I had have just done things from a more balanced state of the divine feminine rising up to meet the masculine in the solar plexus, and creating the inspiration and the intuition to make the action go further. It's like you have to work way less, but you get so much more done in that way, so much more meaningful work done. So hopefully that makes sense to you. So that was the first point that came through about the divine feminine rising. Okay, so we've seen the divine feminine energy rising for a while. Now we see them rising into a new level of leadership and confidence. So that's definitely good news. Okay, so we're going to move on now to point number 2 for the June energy report. And the point here is an angelic presence will be felt more strongly here on Earth. Okay, so the angels are with us, but more strongly than they have been in the past. due to many factors, things are very much like amping up here on Earth for our missions. Okay, so if you are watching this, you have an Earth mission. If you're even interested in this at all, like you are a starseed or a light worker, you are an awakened soul, you have an Earth mission. Okay, that's not always the same thing as your soul purpose. Your soul purpose is more about you. Your Earth mission is more about service while you're here on Earth to humanity, Gaia, the nature kingdom, and the animal kingdom. Okay, so your Earth mission, it's in play right now in a very big way, as you'll see from the points, the further points that I'm going to be talking about. Because of that, because all of us are kind of like, all of our Earth missions are coming due, you know, like when I said that I just got this vision of like a library where all of the library books were due back. Like we're due on task now. We're due to be putting in the work and putting in the steps and getting on our paths. Like it's the time. This isn't the time for like going on all of these different offshoots. Now's the time for the main Earth mission to kick in. The reason you're here. Okay, so because of that, the angelic presence will be felt more strongly here on Earth to support us, okay? And when I brought that message through, I saw like obviously like a ton of angels around me. And then I saw the word purity. Like there's such a purity to their energy. They kind of like cut right through the bullshit and get right to the heart of the message. Right? So if you're distracting yourself with all of these different things, the angelic energy that's going to be here on Earth is very potent in June and probably going forward from there on. It's really going to help you cut through your own BS in a way and really see, okay, what do I truly need to be doing? What's the actual priority here? So there's a purity to their energy that's very helpful. I also wrote down here the word orbs. Okay, so if you love orbs or you're an orb hunter, June is a great time for that. To capture orbs on video, to capture orbs on like pictures on your camera or on your phone. Maybe you'll see them just in real life. Sometimes I just see them out of the corner of my eye. Maybe you'll see them outside. Just wherever. It's a great month for that as well. And then a connection was the last thing that I wrote down for this point. 2 angels. Okay, so a connection there because this angelic presence is so powerful right now for the month of June. This is a very real thing. So you will have an easier time connecting with them. So make your connections, find your own personal angel. So everyone has a spirit team. I know that you know this already, but on your team, your spirit team are angels, ancestors, spirit guides, spirit animals, galactic guides, councils, your highest self, amongst potentially more things, but that's like the main ones. So everyone has at least one angel, but probably many more than one, okay? And also you can call on the main archangels, Archangel Michael. I think I did a video about, I can't remember at all what it's called. Maybe this was a while ago, but I did a video about Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and another one, maybe Haniel, because I work with those 3 a lot. They're really amazing for awakened souls. Okay, so Archangel Michael, call on him for protection, for an escort when you're leaving your body, either in meditation or at night when you're astral traveling. He should be escorting you wherever you're going because he is so protective. You can also call on him to clear you, your body, your energy fields, your aura, your home, someone you love, a pet. Clearing, he does clearing and protection very, very well. Archangel Raphael is healing, emotional healing, physical healing, healing distorted energies and perceptions, any kind of healing. He's also a great like counselor, like he's wonderful to talk to. And then Archangel Haniel is a divine feminine angel, and her specialty is self-love, love, gentleness, compassion for yourself. Okay, so self-love, building yourself up, building up your confidence, compassion for yourself, self-care. I also really find that she likes to use light language a lot, particularly in song, which is really, really nice. So she's a really gentle energy. Okay, so we're going to move on now. So that was point 2. Point 3. So I actually have just a channeled message that I'm going to read. That's just how it came through. Like the first two were points that I could like talk with you about and describe. This third one is just a message. Going forward, actually, I think we're just into like channeled messages now. I do feel like when I tuned into like the June energy and I'm asking like, I'm asking God Source, my team, Gaia, the Galactic Federation, like everyone all together, what is the most important messages to come through for my audience, the people that would watch my videos that would ever happen to come across this? And I did feel a very strong sense of urgency. So I just want to preface these next three, I think it's three more. I don't know if I have three or four more. I don't want to turn the page because I'll make the microphone go crazy. But for the next couple of messages here, they all are channeled messages, but I just wanted to say that they all have like a real sense of urgency to them. Okay, I think there's four because I think we have six total, and we're on point 3. So now I'm going to read you a channeled message straight from Gaia. Okay, so settle in. Sometimes to receive these kinds of things, it helps to get into receiving mode. So that means receiving mode, if you haven't heard me talk about this before, is like sitting back in your chair, very relaxed, straight spine, hands over heart or open, palms up to receive in your lap or here on the chair beside you. Take a couple of deep breaths, maybe just take a few deep breaths with me to help you really tune in and receive this in the best way possible. So let's just do that just quickly. It won't take forever. Clearing away the clutter in your mind, thoughts. Clearing away any anxiety or blocks in your heart. And on your third breath, joining me powerfully in this present moment. Okay, so now let's read that message. So, channeled message from Gaia. So many are feeling isolated. Join with others. Join with me or join with nature. The outdoors will soothe you. Get away from your screen more often. Do not suffer needlessly. I, the nature kingdom and the animal kingdom, are here for you. You belong. We are kin. You are loved, needed, and important. Please try. Please make an effort. I love you. So this whole message was Gaia almost pleading with us to make an effort to connect with other awakened souls, to connect with nature, to connect with the animal kingdom, and to connect with Gaia herself, and to stop isolating ourselves on our phones scrolling, or on Netflix or whatever, shopping, whatever it is that you use as an escape, to just really make an effort this month to get outside of that bubble of isolation. Because she's saying so many awakened souls are feeling isolated right now. But it's like we're doing it to ourselves. Because when things get tough in the world or we feel overwhelmed, our natural tendency is to just escape. That's the easiest thing to do. And people escape into alcohol, drugs, food, shopping, TV, their phones, social media, all of that. When what's really healthy is calling up a friend, going and visiting a friend. And if you don't have an awakened friend or family member, and you're not a part of a membership or a community where you can find that, then Gaia is saying, I will be your friend. We are kin. So just go outside, literally. Just go outside for a walk. Go outside for a meditation. Let the trees connect with you and soothe you and whisper their wisdom to you. Bird watch, be with the animals, see the butterflies. If you're in a summer time in your life, in your area of the globe. If not, it doesn't matter. It's so important to go outside no matter how hot or cold it is. There is nothing that can step in for nature. There's nothing that can replace that. It's super important. So it was a plea from Gaia for you to reconnect and to stop isolating yourselves, because it's doing a lot of damage and it's a continual cycle that we fall into, right? So just a really an urgent reminder, plea there to, and at the end, especially when she says, please try, please make an effort. I love you. You're doing it for yourself. You're doing it for Gaia. You're doing it like connect. Use your energy. You're such a powerful soul. You're such an old, beautiful soul. You came here to do this work, so connect, make an effort, okay? All right, we're going to move on from that to the fourth message here in the June energy report. So this is a message from the Orion Council of Light, specifically a being named Antara. This is a really beautiful regal queen, a monarchy that they have placed in Orion's belt. And she is a peacock being. Okay, so avian beings are humanoid still, where not all avian beings, like the ones in Cygnus, are not humanoid, but we don't have to go into that right now. The ones in Orion are humanoid, which means that they have like a humanoid torso with like legs and arms, but then they have a lot of avian features, usually the entire head. They can have wings. There can be more, like a beak. It just depends on the being, how human they are, or how many avian features they have. If you are an OG like follower of my YouTube channel, you might recognize who this is and how they are connected to me. I'll leave that little mystery, and if anyone gets it, post it in the comments below because I'd love to see that. So again, this is Antara, a peacock being from the Orion monarchy and the Orion Council of Light. So again, this is a channeled message. So I'm just going to read it from my book. So she says, nervous systems are beyond strained right now. So many worries about time, finances, and living your purpose. Proper rest, water, and nutrition are being left behind in the rush of life. Create a healthier, more balanced routine that serves you. Get back to basics fast. Too many awakened souls are overwhelmed. We need you to lead. Get grounded. Get connected. So again, very like aligned to the Gaia message too. Don't let these, just move my mic. Don't let these 3D distractions manipulate you away from wholeness. You keep forgetting you're in a simulation controlled by your inner state. Don't fall in line with the collective consciousness of stress and overwhelm and escapism. This is a cycle of control. Shake yourself awake again and again. And then the next sentence is like, there's a period after every word. So it was like, we need you to lead. So like she said that earlier, we need you to lead. Now she's saying it again, like, that's the way that it came through to like really push this point home. So let me read that again. This is a cycle of control. Shake yourself awake again and again. We need you to lead. Rise up and break free of these 3D cycles. You are stronger than you believe yourself to be. Keep trying because the success is in the effort and the intention. It's in the hope. You are seen. You are precious. Ask for what you need and keep asking. Your life matters more than you are comprehending. This one counts. So this is what I mean about the urgency coming through in all of these messages, almost like they're really telling us to give ourselves a shake. Okay? So a real wake-up call coming through here from Antara. So, there's just so much in this that really actually aligns with the Gaia message too, about grounding and getting a healthier routine, and starting off about talking about how nervous systems are stretched beyond belief right now. Too many awakened ones are overwhelmed, and we need you to lead. So, get grounded and connected, and don't let the 3D distractions manipulate you. Interesting word there, choice of word, manipulate you away from your wholeness. You keep forgetting you're in a simulation controlled by your inner state, right? We're creating the timeline. We're definitely co-creators in the collective consciousness timeline, but then we also have our own personal timeline. What are you creating right now? Like truly, if you are stressed and overwhelmed, get back to basics fast. Get a routine in place. Get yourself grounded. Get yourself connected. Don't fall in line with the collective consciousness of stress, overwhelm, and escapism, because it's a cycle of control. And it is. And that's why she used the word manipulate earlier. Shake yourself awake again and again, however often you need to. We need you to lead. It's like, I get chills every time I read that. Like, we need you to lead. Wake up. Like, rise up and break free. You are stronger than this. You are stronger than you believe yourself to be. Just so much in that message. Oh my God. And to keep trying, because the success is in the effort and in the intention. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to get it exact. You just have to try. So just keep trying. Just make any effort, literally any effort at all, beyond these escapism cycles that we're falling into, that clearly that we need to be shaken awake from. Okay. And then just a really beautiful ending on that message that you are seen, you are precious. Ask for what you need and keep asking. It will be given to you. You know, so many of us try to do everything alone. And again, that's that masculine energy again, when we have an entire team of angels, ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, galactic guides, councils, your highest self. Why are you trying to do it all alone? When there's this huge council of people, your personal council is your spirit team. So why do we continue to try to do these things all by ourselves? So keep asking for what you need. Just keep asking. It will be sent to you. And then your life matters more than you're comprehending. This one counts. It's like, okay, again, when we were talking about that Earth mission earlier, and like we're at that, like I said, the library book's coming due. You're due for your Earth mission. It's time to start if you haven't at least started yet. So this is just a huge wake-up call, this whole thing. When she said this one counts, like, yeah, I believe that. All right, so I really hope that some of these points are really hitting home for you. And please make sure if they are, to be sending, typing in the comment section. I want to see it, and I know others do too. So if any of this is resonating so far, do that. But we will move on now. Fifth message for the June energy report is from the Galactic Federation of Light, an Arcturian being that was there when I went to visit. His name is Anzabar. Okay, so I'm going to, again, it's just a full channeled message, so we're getting into it again. So breathe out that last one. Let's set up for a new message, because I know that this is heavy and that there's so much activation and encoding within each sentence. It's so deep. So rewatch this if you need to as well. Okay, so from the Arcturian Ambassador, his message is, nothing is being held back from you now. Your gifts, your lifetimes, your karma, your lessons, and your purpose. It's all out on the table. If you are asking but not receiving your truths, then raise your frequency to align with the answers. We are sending the support, the information, and guidance that you need. In order to receive it, make space within. Meditate to listen. And take action on your soul nudges. This is the time for action. Momentum gets results. If you are nudged with intuition, and then in all caps, do not dismiss it. That is how your highest self and your team talk to you. If you are getting nudged with intuition, do not dismiss it. This is the time for action. Trust yourself and surprise yourself. So go out on a limb, trusting a soul nudge. You will surprise yourself by this. Let me just flip my page here. I think there's a little bit left from Anzabar before we move on. Ask for confirmation and then do not wait. So what really stood out to me about Anzabar's message was that a lot of people are asking and believing that they're not receiving, yet he's saying we're sending it. It's all out on the table. It's there for you. So if you're not receiving it, ask yourself why. Either you need to raise yourself up to align to the answers, you need to make space and time through meditation to receive it. Like, you can't just ask and then not take any time to listen. Meditation is when you listen. And then the soul nudges. And that can be another thing. If you're asking and asking and asking for help, guidance, you're to step into your highest timeline or your soul purpose, and then you're getting soul nudges and you're not acting on them, That is literally your miracle waiting for you, but you're not acting on it. You have to act on it. So if you are receiving intuition from your soul, do not dismiss it. Follow it, and you will surprise yourself with the alignment and the signs and the coincidences and like just everything lining up to be like divinely orchestrated, you know, when you're in the right moment at the right time in the right place, and it's all just so perfect. But if you never ever act on your intuition, how will you ever get to experience that? So I feel like there's people out there that really need to hear this. All of us probably need to hear this. It's like you're asking and we're sending it. So raise your frequency, meditate, and then act on what you receive. Those nudges, that intuition is real. Trust yourself. Trust in what you are receiving. Okay. Ask for confirmation if you're unsure, and then do not wait. Take an action step, one step towards whatever you're being nudged towards. Okay. And you know what it is. Oh gosh, I've received so many soul nudges over the years. To get sober was a really hard one, and I ignored that for a long time. But as soon as I took the step, all of the support arrived, and it was done. You know, like, it wasn't just done. Like, honestly, the first 30 days are hell when it comes to stuff like that. But all of the support was there because I took the first step. It's often all you need to do is just start the process and then let the universe and your team and your highest self step in at that point. So whatever you're being nudged on, to take a certain course, to get some training, to reach out to someone that you resonate with, to start offering services, to leave a relationship that's pulling you down and you've done everything you can and you know your intuition is telling you this isn't it, move on, or a friendship that's toxic, or to change a habit. Like, what are you being nudged on right now? And you can put that in the comments below too. There's so much opportunity for conversation here within these messages. So I know that you can do it. You are stronger than you know yourself to be, or than you believe yourself to be. You are so strong. Take a step. Okay. And if you're unsure about what your soul is nudging you to do, meditate with a journal out and write down what comes through. There'll be so much. Okay, so we're going to do the last message now. But so far, this is a powerful month of energy. Like, oh my God, June is coming in hot. All right. So the sixth message is another channeled message. Like these, this isn't normal for me. If you've watched my energy reports before, it's usually like just a point and then I just elaborate. These are like full-on channeled messages. Like they're like, nope, let us in there to say our piece. So I did. So this is, again, this was at the Galactic Federation of Light where this came from. This is a Mantis being named Pao, P-A-O, Pao. And he has a channeled message that I'm just going to read. It says, oh, this one is like a message and a bit of an exercise. So prepare yourself for that. This says, okay, he says, if you are hearing this message, then you are in a divinely aligned moment. This is one of those moments right now. Feel the presence of your true self now. Okay, so I want to do this with you because there's a little exercise that we're going to do where we're going to ask the soul. We're going to get past your ego consciousness and your humanness, and we're going to go direct to the soul and ask it a question. Your soul, your truth self. Okay, so let's do this together. Trust me, it's going to be worth it. Okay, so in order to feel the presence of your true self and to locate where your soul is in your body, please allow me to guide you for just a moment. So again, I want you to do that receiving mode. Lean back. Okay, and we're going to put your hands over your heart. Nice deep breath. Just get really quiet inside and grounded. I want you to feel what your life force feels like. So right now, take your hands and place them palm up, either in your lap or beside you. Just let them relax, okay? Let your arms be heavy. I want you to feel the buzzing sensation in your fingertips. That is your soul. Your soul has energy, electricity, and power. Life force is what we call it. You're made up of this. You're made up of light and life force. It buzzes. You can feel your frequency. And you can also feel that this is the force that animates the human puppet or body that you're inside. You are the batteries in the doll. Now I want you to feel that force, that vibration, that humming in your fingertips. I want you to feel it in your whole hands. I want you to feel it kind of growing or flowing up your arms until it's like both arms are tingling. Now I want you to continue to feel it in your fingertips, your hands, your arms, and I want you to feel it in the center of your chest. That's where your heart chakra is. Good. Beautiful. Now, I'm going to tell you something. The seat of the soul, the throne, where the soul puts itself when it is inside a human body, where it operates from, is between the heart chakra and the throat chakra in a place called the high heart. So if you want to feel the base of your throat and then where your heart chakra is, there's not a lot of space in between, but in between, at the back towards your spine, is the seat of your soul. That's where you are right now. So if you can, allow that buzzing feeling, your life force that's in your hands, your fingers, your arms, your heart. Allow yourself to feel it traveling back from the high heart back to where your soul is sitting, the seat of the soul, the throne. And as you do, keep your eyes closed, focusing on the seat of your soul. I'm going to ask your soul a question. And just take a deep breath. As I ask your soul directly, as Pao has asked me to do, beautiful soul, wake up. Beautiful soul, inside the human right now, I address you directly. Wake up and hear me. And as I ask you this question, you may receive the answer in a vision, a quick flash of something, a word that suddenly appears in your mind, a feeling, a sensation, or just a download, just a knowingness. You might just know it. And I ask your soul, why are you here on earth right now? Why are you here on earth? And when I first asked myself this question, the vision that I got was a flower blossoming, rising up towards the sun, like its face open to the sun. And then the light codes from the sun were going down through the flower's stem into the earth, which is a very obvious symbol for I am here to ground high frequencies and light here on earth.